Okay, let's get started with service accounts, IAM roles, and API scopes. A service account is an identity that a resource, such as a VM instance, that can be used to run API requests on your behalf. When launching a virtual machine in Compute Engine, a service account can be associated directly to that VM. When a service account is specified, the VM authenticates using the identity of that service account when making calls to the Google APIs. It's also possible to specify that no service account is associated. In that case, API requests running on the VM will not assume the service account identity by default and would therefore need to be manually configured. Every GCP project has a default service account that is automatically created when Compute Engine is first enabled for the project. In this instance, the service account is assigned the role of a project editor and is used by default when launching VMs. You can also create and manage your own service accounts using Google Identity and Access Management. These user-managed service accounts are granted necessary permissions, just like any member in IAM, by assigning roles. This gives you full control over exactly which permissions the service account will have. If you do not grant any roles, the service account will not have any access to services. When you create a new service account, it can be assigned to instances in exactly the same way as the default service account. The only difference is user-managed service accounts do not use the access scope concept. Instead, permissions are controlled through the IAM roles assigned to the account. Applications running on instances associated with the service account can then make authenticated requests to other Google APIs using the service account identity.